It's track reviews.
Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and it is time for a track review. I'm going to be talking about this newly released single from the one and only Grimes. It looks like a new record from her is going to be on the way soon, and she is teasing toward that with this new cut, We Appreciate Power, with HANA. New single, new Grimes, new year coming up, new album on the way. Let's just see what's going on. Let's no further ado. We Appreciate Power. Ba-bam. What? What? What was that? Oh my god! God damn it! What is Grimes doing? This is great! I loved this. This was fantastic. Grimes is bringing new metal back, y'all. Grimes is bringing that new metal shit back! In a way, it kind of reminded me of some moments from Poppy's new album, specifically the track that Grimes is featured on. Didn't foresee Grimes heading in that same new metal, alternative metal, heavy metal direction with her own stuff, and yet here we are, I guess. Wow, okay. So let's just start, again, with the genre, the style. I mean, you do have some elements of Grimes' typical, very wintry, atmospheric, spacey pop vibes, I guess, that you typically get out of her stuff. Of course, her last record, Art Angels, came off a lot punchier and a little more colorful and in your face and abrasive, and it seems like she's kind of heading further down that road with this new cut over here. And but of course, that typical sound that we expect from Grimes' stuff, that's mixed in with these heavy new metal guitars, chunky riffs, wailing. Yeah, it's a pretty friggin' heavy song. It's a heavy song, and she matches that really well with these really eerie, breathy, creepy friggin' vocals. It's kind of spine-tingling in how creepy and eerie and freaky it feels. It's a pretty lengthy cut at 5 minutes and 34 seconds, obviously not the longest song in the world, but a sizable cut nonetheless. There was a point around like the last leg of the track when I was like, okay, we're getting back to the chorus, but like what else does she have in store here? And she sort of threw an extra refrain in there for a little extra flavor that really kind of brought, I think, the eeriness of the track home, sort of saying Neanderthal to human being, evolution, kill the gene, biology is superficial, intelligence is artificial, submit, 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 submit. If you couldn't tell just from a surface level observation of the lyrics here, there's a lot of themes of authoritarianism, futurism, technology kind of taking over and replacing human beings, or rather human beings extending their power and their lifespan through technology. There's even a point on the track where there's a lyric that stood out to me. Come on, you're not even alive if you're not backed up on a drive. So yeah, you do have those elements of power, of government, of authoritarianism, and then that's mixed with like human beings' minds being uploaded into the clouds, cyber organisms, human-machine hybrids. It's kind of heavy and dystopian and industrial in a way. Yeah, I mean, there's not really anything I didn't love about this track. I thought the lyrics were great. Thought the vocals were, again, I'll just say the word eerie, a little freaky. I thought that the industrial, heavy, nu metal vibe of the track went over really well. You know, sure, like it sounds like a lot of stuff typical of the previous decade as far as the nu metal world goes, but there's something a little heavier and artsier and more abrasive about it. Like, it's not as corny and formulaic as much of that music sort of grew to be. I was hoping to hear a revival of these sounds at some point in this decade, and I'm glad it's coming back in such a thoughtful and a tasteful and a freaky fashion, I guess, with this new song over here. Yeah, I love this. I thought this was fantastic. This is one of my favorite singles so far this year. Grimes snapped! Grimes snapped on this shit! And, yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Over here next to my head is another video that you can check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, Grimes, HANA. We appreciate power! But before I go, I'll say, you know, there's something about this song that kind of reminded me of that old sort of nu metal band, Orgy. Grimes strikes me as somebody who's probably like an Orgy fan. You know, and maybe a touch of Evanescence in there too, but mostly like I got huge Orgy vibes off of this cut. But I could dive into as much nu metal as I used to listen to in high school for hours, and I'll spare you that. Anthony Fantano, Grimes, We Appreciate Power. HANA, new single, loved it, forever.